I'm Ginger Lesnapps of Cin City Burlesque, and you're watching On the Road with Dr. Brian.
I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. Blues, women, and blues. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. I'm an asshole.
Dr. Brian King. I'm here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm speaking with. Really, I can't do this. Look at you. This is amazing. You'll have to introduce yourself.
I'm Ginger Lesnapps with Cin City Burlesque.
Ginger Lesnapps, Cin City Burlesque. How am I so lucky as to be standing right here? This is amazing.
Well, you know, we just ran into each other at the grocery store.
We
I
did.
had to be dressed like this. And you said, hey, come over, talk to me.
I was the one creepy guy following you to the camera that you apparently didn't say no to.
Didn't you luck out?
You get hit on all the time in the grocery store.
Well, when I'm dressed like this.
It's all about going Krogerin here.
It is about going Krogerin.
Here in beautiful Ohio. Now you're a burlesque dancer.
I am.
And you're really good at it.
I try to be.
You know, and you're pretty well known. You produce Cin City Burlesque, as you mentioned. That's a pretty successful thing, right?
It is. It is. We have a large troupe, and we book with pretty large venues, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, but you just don't. Do you have large girls?
I have a few curvy girls.
Curvy girls. I like the word curvy.
They're beautiful.
Like most burlesque trips, they tend to be kind of small. Yeah,
and normally, like with what we found is most burlesque troupes are really several solo artists that just come together and book gigs as a group, but they're still solo artists. They do their own thing. They kind of organize themselves individually and just come together, do a show, and then leave. But we rehearse together 4 hours a week. We have meetings, once a month. Everything that we do is very, very well organized, and it's all a group effort for sure.
Kind of like a madam almost, without the sex.
Totally. Yeah. And you don't know that there's not sex going on, but
and I wouldn't know that because I don't make enough money. That's the thing.
Yeah, I feel a little bit like a madam sometimes.
Yeah.
Dead mother. Cat herder.
Yeah. Are they a difficult group to kind of bring together?
Not at all. I mean, it's just chaos because there's so many of us, and there's like gazillion costumes, and but they're wonderful, wonderful women.
Yeah, I may have to sit down during this interview because I'm having a hard time. This is really tough for me.
I'm sorry. Well,
No.
Can you come up higher?
Don't block them. Oh
Turn
my God.
Turn around or something. We'll just do the interview like this.
No, we need it on camera though. That's what gets the views. No. But no, I'm kidding, of course. Not really. So you have 10 girls and a couple of others extras. You have like basically a burlesque empire.
I do.
That you've created.
Plotting world domination.
Were you twisting nipples just then?
Supposed to be the highest nipples on earth.
And the closest together.
Strange.
Apparently.
Yeah.
You know some crazy people. I don't know.
I do.
Very tall and thin.
Yes.
To have nipples that close. But you're born and raised in Cincinnati.
Yes.
And you like it here.
Yeah. All
right. Were you here when Jerry Springer was your mayor?
I was actually. Yeah.
Did you ever meet him?
Yes, I did actually meet him. Yeah, and it was very random in college, and he was down doing a adult reading program. So clearly, I lived in the ghetto in college.
You were a
college kid. That's where you get a part.
You were a college kid learning how to read.
Thanks, Jerry Springer.
And that guy who's on TV right now with those people fighting each other taught me how to read. So Ginger, how do you stay in shape?
I actually teach group fitness on my days off, but also I've developed a group fitness class that's based around burlesque called Pump and Grind.
Oh yeah?
And we just opened it 3 months ago here in Cincinnati, and all of the instructors have been trained personally by me. But I've been teaching group fitness for about 5 years, dance for 15, and I have a husband who is a PT, so I know that the form is right, and you're not going to be injuring anything. It's very
okay, so you just lost half my viewers by saying you have a husband.
I do. He's freaking awesome.
They're just like they've just closed their browsers. right now.
He's extremely tolerant and very cool. But to be fair, now,
so it's an open relationship.
You know, kinda, yeah. Well, what's so funny is that he actually performs with us sometimes.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he is also a professional ballroom and Latin dancer and teacher for years. And we have a male troupe that works with us, boylesque troupe called the Hammerheads, that work with us on occasion, and he will also be on stage.
So great town here in Cincinnati. It's had some rough spots sometimes, you know. There were some riots that occurred a little while ago.
There was, yeah.
And but you stuck it out. You didn't decide to. You didn't want to move, abandon it.
No, I mean I've moved around a little bit within Ohio, but I love Cincinnati. I love the fighting spirit we get.
What is it about Ohio that keeps you here?
I don't know.
Is it a court order?
Yeah.
Is it an ankle bracelet?
Yes.
Like,
actually, it is. You didn't know that.
You've got a past. Tough girl growing up in the ghetto. You know. But no, so you from here and you decided to stay here. You started this group. How did it get started?
I've been a professional ballroom and Latin dancer since the late '90s, and I was getting burnt out. I was managing a studio 60 hours a week, and we were doing really, really well. But I was wanting to get into other forms, and at the time, I had started a production company with my old partner to do women's party planning because we were doing a lot of event planning through the studios anyway, and so we were doing like bachelorette parties and birthday parties and baby showers and that kind of thing. And we had a lot of requests for people wanting to do like burlesque themes or burlesque workshops for their bachelorette parties. So we started doing some research. We did some workshops with some other performers. And the shows that we went to, we were kind of like, because we're professional dancers, we were a little bit like underwhelmed with from start to finish. We really wanted to dance.
Right. So I need you to move your hands down a little there. So you're talking about, I'm a pig. What are you gonna do? It's horrible. So you put the research together and decided to come up with your own brand. And it's been 5 years.
Yeah, it's been 5 years.
And you have a good group. You perform all over.
Yeah.
Regular gigs here in the city.
Yeah.
Right. And you teach it.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And what about the costuming? Like this costume, for example.
It's a lot of man hours and money. You know, there's a money investment as far as you know, the costume pieces are not generally expensive, but once you apply all the stones and the sequins and you buy all the beads and string them together, it's a lot of time and money that goes into costuming. And this is just the bottom part, so there's something goes on over top of it. So it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Are you I don't know, a seamstress or?
Oh God, I wish. No, not at all. So this has been a learning curve, and it's a lot of glue, frankly. It's less sewing, more basic stuff.
Yeah, no, it's elaborate. You know, this outfit kind of reminds me of it's half flappers and half genie. You know, it's kind of how I feel.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm an idiot. What are you gonna do?
You know, they usually start as basic, like the underpinnings, the bra and the underwear usually start just, you know, anywhere from like a $7 bra and like a $5 G-string.
Is there a particular brand that that seems to make better costume than others?
You know, it's funnily enough, it doesn't. It just depends on the fit of the bra and especially the fit of the underwear, because once you start putting stones or fringe or anything of that nature on it, they become really heavy. So they really have to have some stretch without cutting into your body, but they have to be able to be substantial enough to support the weight of all the crap that's going on top of it.
So tell me about this outfit that you have on.
Oh my God, it's I want to say there's like 20 gross of Swarovski crystal on it. Probably total to
Swarovski crystal?
Yeah.
That's expensive crystal, isn't it?
It is very expensive crystal.
It's like, these aren't rhinestones.
No, I figured if I was going to do like a set like this, I was going to go ahead and invest the money and the time. And the time was really what took. Like,
how long did... Okay, I'm going to pan out, let my audience see the glory of this amazing thing that you put together.
And these are little, these are actually hand-strung beads as well, so it's just...
So you've done this whole thing?
I did the whole thing. The whole thing probably took, I'm gonna guess, total, maybe like 35 hours, maybe.
Audience, you're welcome, all right? You better thank me by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. You are welcome.
I hope I didn't blind anybody.
That's right. It's a very sparkly outfit. It's very sparkly. But you made this.
I did.
Now you just it started as a regular bra, right?
Just
like
a bra on a G-string and just E6000, which is the best glue on earth. I think it's actually illegal in California.
Is it really?
I think so because of the fumes. So I have to wear a big mask and everything, like a rebreather mask, and tweezers. And actually, I think the bra and the underwear, you lay down the glue and then lay down the crystals on top of it. But like a lot of smaller projects, I actually have to put glue on the back of each individual stone before I put it down, so it's like super time consuming and frustrating.
So this corset you're wearing is kind of a custom-made job with a zipper.
It is.
You don't see too many, oh my God. Oh, wait, I think we're pushing the limits of YouTube. Let's do a little bit more of that. Well, you're still going. So that was made for you by...
It was. It came as a regular corset with no stoning in it, and it came as a busk front. But those busk fronts are really, first of all, they're almost impossible to get into, because if you don't get like one of the things lined up, then it takes like 8 years to get into, and it's even worse trying to get out of it on stage. So a seamstress actually took the busks out of the front of it, and we stoned over top of the holes that it was poking through, and sewed a zipper into it, and then stoned the hell out of it.
I like getting stoned. Like, you're a fun, energetic person, but you're hardcore in business.
I am a businesswoman. I mean, when people are like, oh, you're an artist, I'm like, no, I'm not an artist. I'm a businesswoman.
Yeah.
And that's really what's kept the company running and been profitable for so long. It's, you know, I take it very seriously, and I expect my girls to take it seriously. Here's, like, when they come to rehearsal on Sundays, for every minute they're late, they have to run 3 flights of stairs in their heels. Wow. So they don't come to rehearsal late. I am a hardcore bitch.
Either that or they quit.
They do. I do lose them on occasion because they just can't hang, you know.
So you have this business, and it's been successful for you. Yeah, which is great, because you know so much I think of what we do doesn't work out for people, you know. Yeah. It's not like I'll tell you, I'm probably not gonna make much money off this video.
You can only hope.
I know, right? Maybe if we keep the hands low.
Keep the hands low.
Hands low in the video. That's how it works. That's the rule.
I see.
All right. So where can people find out about you?
You can go to cincityburlesque.com with a C-I-N, or CincinnatiBurlesque.com will point you to our website. Yeah. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're everywhere.
You're on Twitter, Instagram. Do you have a MySpace page?
No.
Yeah, nobody does. That's how you know you're a successful business. Are you on Friendster? But so Cin City Burlesque, and people that want to follow you, how do I find you?
Same place. You know, I'm on the website. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Twitter at Ginger Lesnapps.
Ginger Lesnapps.
Lesnapps.
Is that French?
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, let's move these things. So, Ginger Lesnapps. And well, Ginger, thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate it. And thank you for letting me take pictures of you. Yeah. That was probably the highlight of my day.
Well, thanks.
I really appreciate it. And folks, this has been On the Road with Dr. Brian. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. Blues, women, and blues. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. I'm an asshole, I'm rude. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere.
It's awkward because I'm not on camera with you right now, but to be honest, nobody wants to see me.
I got an extra set of pastings.
There we go. Maybe I'll try them on. Absolutely.